first question I have is from helpless underscore rider, and he wants to know, is it okay to use just one auxiliary light? And the answer is, we're interested in the output of the auxiliary light, and the number of lights it takes to achieve it honestly doesn't matter. So to me, if a light was powerful enough, absolutely one is enough, and you don't need the second one. Logistically, this is more challenging than it looks like, because most auxiliary lights, especially at the lower budget range, they are sold as a pair with one wiring harness, one switch, and one relay. So you could buy a box of two and then leave one at home and mount one to the bike, but it's not really value for money. The expensive brand do let you buy single units, but at that point you're paying more money. So this is a trade-off that you're going to have to work out. A related question is from Panaga Bharadwaj, who's wondering why some riders use one yellow lens and one white lens on the auxiliary lights. Yellow lenses have only one job to do, which is when the air in front of you is not clear, which means there's rain or fog or sand or dust. In those conditions, yellow light reflects back at you a little bit less, and therefore you can see a little bit more ahead. That's it. When you use a combination of the lights, the idea might be that the air is slightly obstructed, but most of the time it's a fashion thing more than a real thing. I have carried clip on yellow lenses for my white auxiliary lights for years together. And honestly, I've never encountered a situation where I thought, okay, it's so bad now that I have to stop and put the yellow lens caps on and then continue to ride. So I've carried them for years. I've never actually used it. So I would imagine that on a daily basis, there'd be a small visibility advantage. People would see you earlier because the light colors are mismatched. Outside of that real world benefit, it's not going to be a lot until you encounter dust, sand, rain, something that blocks the air.